Okay, this is coming up, so I have to rehearse what I'm gonna say and maybe how I'm gonna say it and act it out. I don't know, but eventually I'm gonna have to say, hey, this ain't $5 anymore. How much? I don't know. 7, 8, 10. That's up to Brandon and his gang. You see, food is food all day long. It hasn't increased in value. That honey bear is a honey bear is a honey bear, and it has a certain value. Valuing things by dollars is about the dumbest thing ever at this point in time, especially if you're trying to judge a guy by his character based on income. Dumb as hell. Because our money is kind of fake. The reason this honey is going to go up in price isn't because honey got more expensive and more valuable. It's because our politicians and government have this sick, weird system where there's a private enterprise that prints up money and then loans it to the government. The government spends it and then collects it back from us with interest and then pays it back to the bank that originally printed it. So they're making money for nothing. Chicks for free. I want my MTV. I think they was trying to tell us something back then. But anyway, that's how it works. And that's why our stuff is getting more and more and more expensive, because our government keeps just calling up that bank and saying, we'd like to borrow $40 billion, please, and sends it to another country. But we'll get to pay it with real assets, real labor, real effort, real sweat, real blood, whatever. They turn nothing into something. And somebody somewhere is just making off like a bandit off of this whole mechanism. And that's what our President Kennedy tried to stop. Those silver certificates were an effort to break this bondage we are in with this private enterprise called the Federal Reserve. It's not federal, and there is no reserve. And that's why this honey is going to get more expensive. It's sick. And I have to somehow figure out a way to explain this to people without making them angry at me. They're going to be, you dirty little SOB. You dang near doubled the price on us. Well, look at the supplies I have to buy. These little plastic bears went up. The little lids went up. The boxes that the honey I make get in go up. The little frames, the foundations, the bottoms, the tops, the paint, nails, screws, you name it, went up. It's not because things are getting more valuable. It's because the money is getting less valuable to the point where it's going to be worth less. I mean, worthless. That's the end game for this country and the petrodollar. We're going to be trading stuff. And then we're going to argue about what this dumb bear is worth in eggs or whatever. Well, it's worth a steak to me. Steak dinner. Have a great day. God bless. And that's a little dose of reality. Bye-bye.